right now.
All right, guys. Once again, my name is Andre.
My name is Sandra.
And we are Love
Love
Crossing
Crossing
Borders.
Borders.
Thank you guys for coming once again to an information field. You know how we do. We give information, a little bit of entertainment. We got our guest here today, Mr. Austin Holleman. We appreciate him being here. This man is on tour, world tour. I thought Beyonce did a lot of tours. Jay-Z, Nas, nah. They can't keep up with this man. This man has decided that he's just gonna go on tour all around, spreading the message of what he stated, starting on TikTok and Instagram, and it's spreading that news. How you doing today, Austin?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm doing great, man. We're doing great. Doing great. We can't complain. We had a pretty good weekend. After last weekend, we had the Afro-Colombian Festival here. So a lot of people from around the world came here to just celebrate with Black people. And now it's been like a quiet weekend.
Yeah, of course, because September is coming. You know, you guys, that September we start celebrating Christmas in Colombia. You know, we always party.
Yeah, so all year round in Colombia, they right after Christmas, and plus Valentine's Day is.
Yeah.
So all you guys that got Colombian girlfriends, Valentine's Day
is coming.
What's the date?
September 18th.
Oh, it's 18th this year, or is it 18th every year?
It's 18th. Always that weekend.
I thought it was
19.
21st.
Yeah, that weekend.
Oh, okay, that weekend. Okay,
been
so
3 years that you proposed to me.
Yeah, 3 years ago, I proposed. I surprised Andrea Austin.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I was in the States. We had already had the apartment and everything, but I had to wrap some things up in the States. And so me, her mother, and her brother surprised her with me coming here, and I asked her to marry me. This was 3 years ago on Valentine's Day. So we got a great reason to celebrate. Before we get started with what we're going to be discussing with you, we got 63 people in the chat. Make sure that you guys click that like button. We're going to give Andrea some time to do some shout outs.
Mm-hmm. As always, you guys, thank you for the people who started coming to the live stream. Felicia, always supporting Love Crossing Borders.
Live stream.
Javier Diaz is here. Thank you, Javier, for being here. Mr. Franklin, thank you a lot for being here. Renzo is here. Thank you. Okay, wait a second. Mina Slim, thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Louis is here too. Gail Nelson is here too.
Hey, Gail.
Beautiful. Okay. The Almaty Lord or Honesty. Oh, I like that name.
I know, right?
Thank you so much for the people that started coming to the live stream. Terry Fresh is here. The week is over. Who is? Okay, Deuces. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I know you started coming, you guys. Yeah, I know. We haven't started and you started coming. Okay, I understand.
Shout out to Snuggles.
Thank you so much. Todd is here. Maurice is here. Andre, how are you?
Doing great, brother. Doing great.
Marcus is here.
In the building.
Trevon is here, of course. Always supporting.
I'm supposed to catch with man. I'm supposed to catch with Trevon today.
Charles Expat. Hello from Tijuana, Mexico.
All right. We got Big Will in Chile.
Big Will, Global Paper.
Models and Bottles. Brazil or Die.
Kuman 13. Thank you so much for the people start to coming to the live stream. First, seen Andre on Ace channel.
That was, a while back. Yep.
Yeah, back in the day. Shout out to Andrea. You're able to look the way that you do at 54.
Yeah, I'll be 55 in October, guys. 55.
In 2 months.
I know, right? Count down.
JC Navarra say here to show my support.
All right.
Salud, thank you, Clyde, for being here. Okay, wait a second. Oh my God, I was like, I thought I have just one comment. Okay, wait a second. There we go. Good evening. Learn Krita TV is here too.
All right, Los in the building.
Sherwin, hola Andrea and Andre. Thank you so much. 55 looking 48.
I know, right? I'll take that. I will take it.
I'm part of that care too.
Yeah, we appreciate Andrea for taking care of her man all these all these months and years,
Seriously.
these past almost 5 years. Andrea's taking care of your man, so definitely shout out to Andrea in regards to that.
Jay, playing sound. Oh, they get out his best.
Jean in the building.
Okay, thank you, Jean, for your donation. Thank you a lot. And the last is what's going Andrea in Austin. Is that right? How
In Austin.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, you guys.
Let's get ready to get started. We got 84 people in the live stream. Here we go.
Stream.
I'm in the barber shop. You know, I used to have a head full of hair, Austin. I'm sitting in your chair. I'm about to get my hair cut up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I turn to you and I say, bruh, did you actually think that this was going to happen when you posted that video?
No.
And what would your answer be?
No. Not as fast either.
In the real world, has some of your friends and family kind of, boy, what you out there doing? Has some of your friends and family kind of caught on, or is it like in the social media world that for the most part?
Are you referring to me traveling or me posting this content when they say that?
No, as far as knowing that you are one of the fastest growing YouTubers right now.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people at first, people in my family thought I was just like goofing off online and just talking bad about women, but it's not. That's definitely not what it is. I mean, I wouldn't grow this fast if it wasn't valuable in helping people.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That's good to hear that. Today, guys, we are going to play a game. Today, Austin is going to be like Nas if he ruled the world. A lot of times when I've noticed on all the live streams that Austin has done, he just finished doing one with our girl, Chantel Simmons. Shout out to Chantel. And for the most part, people are either asking him only about the women or only about dating. But he's a person just like the rest of us, and nobody's taking the time out to ask him, well, what's your future goals? What your plans are for what you're doing? Everybody is just happening so fast. So we decided to allow him to be If I Ruled the World. And so we can talk, so he'll have the opportunity to talk about what some of his future plans are in regards to the direction of his channel, his life, his goals. So we're going to walk through. You guys have any comments or questions in regards you want to present to Austin? Bring him on down. You know, Austin is kind of like that laid back, I'm the animated one. He's the laid back soldier. So I tried to be laid back one day, almost choked to death. So that didn't work for me. So I let you laid back, brothers. Y'all be laid back. But we're going to get started with the questions. If you guys see us freeze or anything, let us know. For the statements. You ready, Austin?
Yes, sir.
All right. Once again, we got Austin Holleman here as Nas, and he's going to be If I Ruled the World. And if he ruled the world, we talk about some of the things that he is looking forward to in his future. First of all, we want to ask you about what are some of the future goal opportunities that you would like to be a part of, whether it be starting a second channel, whether it be the growth of your Facebook pages or Instagram or in social media, or whatever it may be that before all this happened, what were some of the future things that you had planned? A lot of people automatically assume that you're this social media person. You might be just a guy that says, wait a minute, before all this blew up, I had other plans. What are some of the things that you have planned for the future or opportunities?
So, of course, I want all the social media and the Facebook group to continue to grow. But whenever I get to 100,000 subscribers, I actually have a really big plan for all the American men that do take the initiative to get their passport, which I won't announce it until then. But there is a plan that there will be a space for Americans outside of the United States.
All right. I like to hear that, man. Mm-hmm. What about for you, for yourself? I know you just talked about opportunities for the other men. Yeah. Just as far as Austin, what are some of the things that you got planned for Austin?
Do you mean like as far as like me maybe like investments when I get overseas?
Yeah. Because a lot of times the mistake that people are making, Austin, and don't forget your thought, they're assuming that the only part of Austin or the only part of any of us with passports is about the ladies, not realizing there are economic opportunities for us there as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I plan to start investing in real estate because I've always wanted to do that here. But as you know, you can do it a lot faster overseas because the price is divided, in Brazil by 5.
True. True. It's the same thing here in Colombia. For a person that's looking to buy or use American dollars, it's by 4. So your US dollars are worth 4 times as much right now and 5 times as much in Brazil. So a person can, and we want you guys in the audience to realize these are some of the reasons that are at the top of the totem pole of what we're looking at when we're talking about relocating. The ladies are, yes, the icing on the cake. Being married and in love with Andrea is the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there are other things that to take consideration when you are relocating to another country. All right, we talked about the future of your opportunities. What about the future of your locations? Are you thinking about relocating anytime soon, or are you going to be in the States for a while?
So I said I would relocate soon, but I kind of don't want to give up this office right now. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on a 5-year lease here. I've only been here a year. So, but I will be gone for months at a time as if I did leave.
Right.
So,
that's how I did it.
And that'll start in January. But I do want to be out of the United States when this lease is over.
Okay. And I heard you mention a couple of times that you're looking to come to Colombia real soon.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll be there next week.
Oh, next week.
Next
Okay, there we
week.
go. All right.
That's really
Are you? Is it a solo trip? Or are you going to meet some guys here? Are you going with your buddy?
No, it's a few of us coming, and I
Uh-huh.
know a few people out there just from doing YouTube. So I'll meet with a bunch of people while I'm out there.
Oh yeah. So there's a bunch of brothers in Medi. Definitely, you have a good time, and there's a lot of guys out there looking out for you. All right, that's cool, man. But if there was any location outside of South America that you would want to travel to in the future, have you thought about that?
I already have those planned.
Okay, cool, good. Can you give us a few of them that you thought about?
Well, I thought about Thailand, Cambodia, the Philippines.
Really nice.
What was it? Poland, Romania, Czechoslovakia, and where else over there? Oh, Italy.
Right.
Good choices.
Yeah, real good, especially in those locations. Beautiful choices too. All right, let's continue on. We're going to talk about now the future of your channel in the United States, and I want you to keep that thought, Austin. In the United, a lot of people don't know this. Since 2005, when YouTube started, there's been over 190 million YouTube channels. Out of the 190 million YouTube channels, only 60 to 90 million actually post videos on a regular basis on YouTube. Of that let's say that 190 million, or even let's just say that the 90 million that post around the world on a regular basis, only 400,000 have ever hit the point of 100, into trajectory in which you're heading to 100,000 subscribers. And of that 400,000 around the world, only 4,700 are from the United States. And a lot of individuals don't realize how big of we appreciate that when we accomplished it. And now you're seeing the reality of it. Are you starting to see YouTube from the more business side as well?
Yes.
Because a lot of people kind of like miss that. They just see us as content creators, editors, and the video. They don't see that this is a whole new open door of business. Did you see that in the past when you first started your channel, or now it's kind of like, okay, I can actually see myself building with this?
No, I always thought that it would replace my current income. It's heading there. But I do know what you mean. There's a lot of people. Actually, somebody the other day just told me that they think that I'm going to be traveling and staying in these countries for 2-3 months at a time off of my barber money. And they say, oh, well, YouTube's not paying you. And you got to be 15, 20 years behind talking like that. Like, that's something somebody would have said in 2000.
You see Andrea face.
Yeah.
They're behind a lot.
Oh, man. Yeah, they're way behind. When you start getting the big checks, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, YouTube's not paying.
Yeah.
No pain.
That's funny. So man, that's good to know that you actually see it from the business perspective. And I just want people to be encouraged when we talk about, when you hear tailor-made dreams or even hear us talk about the laptop lifestyle. Austin is laying the foundation that a lot of individuals don't realize that they need to lay, and that is that laptop digital nomad lifestyle. For example, Colombia is just passing their law on October 20th. Well, they actually passed it as far as changing the policy. So they'll start on October 22nd for individuals to apply for their digital nomad 2-year visa. Brazil already has, they did this like last year, a visa for digital nomads. So when individuals such as Austin are building a platform to where whenever he decides to go and move or be in these locations as long as he wants, there is no problem. The good thing is he's building a platform, and you guys out there can do the exact same thing. So remember that. But we're going to let Andrea go to the comment section because I know there's quite a few questions that have been out there.
Yeah.
But I just want you to feel encouraged with that statistic, Austin, in the trajectory that you're going, man, because you're doing something that very few people on the planet are able to accomplish. Even get past 10,000, it's very few. Not even 1 million people in the world have hit 10,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big deal, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going back to the comments. Felicia said he's a cutie pie.
He's a cutie pie. Okay. All right, Felicia.
They say shout out to my brothers. Thank you a lot for the people who started coming to the live stream. Thanks here. Thank you a lot for being here. Okay. The bossman is bad.
It's bad. Hashtag. Yeah, it's bad.
Puman, thank you so much for your super sticker.
Oh yeah.
There we go. But for Ross, sorry, my bad. Good evening, everyone. Evening to you. Thank you, Allah, for your donation. Shout out to my young brother, Austin Holleman, and salute to Andrea and Andrea. Get your passport. It's bad.
Yes. Get your. I love how you describe on Chantel's channel where you got that from for watching the news. Could you explain that to the audience here that hadn't heard your story, where you got that hashtag from, or your idea of that?
So I was watching Sean Hannity talk about the political status, the political status of the United States, and he was complaining about the Democrats, and he was like, "You need to run down to the voting polls. It's that bad." And I was like, "That is a really good, slogan to have. I'm gonna start saying it's that bad," and it just tied right in with what's going on right now. It's that bad.
It's that bad.
Yes.
It really is. And you know what? That little small slogan just wraps everything up, and how you represent and what you want people to see or hear.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Sharon said, Andre, you really developed and changed your mindset before moving to Latin America. Austin, teach other men to do the same. What's this? Before? Before. And I don't know.
Save yourself, black man.
That's okay, I didn't know that. We need kids, type of quality man, has passport, bros, no duties, and ninjas.
I think that's probably let's stop right there for a second. Has it hit you, Austin, in regards to your message is not, I know you get to, and I hate to talk about this, I really do, because it sounds cliche, but a lot of people compare your demeanor, not necessarily message, with Kevin's. That Kevin was not rattled. You could say whatever, and Kevin would be like, every blue moon he'll get agitated, but for the most part he was cool as ice. And you come across like that. And I think, me personally, from just watching you on platforms and on watching the audience, that's what pisses people off as far as the ladies, because the brother got the looks, check. He's got the money, check. He doesn't have a bunch of kids running around, check. He's not at the club getting all these boxes that they would love to have. And then all of a sudden the brother said, I don't want none of y'all. I don't want to do the guesswork. And to say it with such a just confident monotone, I think that's what upsets women the most. See, if they hear from me, they like, well, he older, blah, blah. They got, you know, something to lean on. But with you being a younger brother, very articulate, you always keep yourself clean. You always explain yourself direct with no cut. And I think that is the same thing that pissed them off about Kevin. I'm noticing it's the same thing that pissed them off about you. Kevin checked off so many boxes of a mature man, of the six-figure man, that they couldn't attack that part about him because he represented that. And I do you notice that kind of like after I described it, that type of familiarity about you and Kevin? You guys really don't allow stuff to rattle you.
Yep. I've always been like that, where I'm just pretty much not phased by a lot, and it's hard to get me out of character.
Yeah. See, I'm like that, but I'm gonna talk about you so bad. I'm gonna talk about a person so bad they're gonna get out of character before I do. So
yeah.
Oh my God. I really love to be able to talk to Andre about my future plans and direction really well put together and educate brother.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the reasons why individuals look at Andre and I like, okay, well, Andre went down there, he went through his party stage. He said, okay, enough of the party stage. Let me find somebody serious. And they've all gone through the journey of me and Andrea meeting and coming together. And they went through the whole thing from the marriage all the way through. So I think that's one of the things that women can't attack. They try to attack, well, he's older, she's younger, or so it couldn't have been a sister, or the whole gambit. But we're the same way. We're not rattled. We don't get shaken by it. In other words, and also, I refuse to get shaken by people from 4,000 miles away. It's just you 4,000 miles away in Utah somewhere, sister. You think I'm really supposed to care?
Yeah, exactly.
Book travel said, if Austin stay in Brazil and goes all over Brazil and produce some content out there, he will get a beat on YouTube.
Or have you thought about that? That's a good point. Have you thought about taking a trip and just, almost like Ace and Ace Live, shout out to Ace, and Check and Effect, just gathering content. It may not be the same type of content that they gather, but your version of content when you go to Colombia or when you go back to Brazil.
Yeah, so I actually have been buying, and since I started YouTube, I've been using the super chat, well, not the super chat, but the Cash App donations and the PayPal donations to buy the equipment, which I have bought now, to do that when I start going back out of town, which is about to happen. So that's coming.
All right, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we did it. That's how we did it.
That's good. Passport King, thank you so much for being. Salute to my passport bro, Austin.
All right.
Thank you a lot. Okay, we got here the Diesel. Salute to Andre and Andrea. Salute to, there we go, Austin. Yes, many people. Yeah, thank you so much for the people started coming to. Okay, we see the pot of gold.
That's true, dude, and that's a good point. I like to hear what Austin has to say about that in regards to. Do you see? Once again, I don't like to harp on just the ladies type of for the ladies or against the ladies in South America or whatever country. But do you see the pot of gold in general of what direction where your life could go now? You're like, man, I thought I knew the direction of my life, but now, the universe is showing me a whole new direction I could take my life as well. Are you noticing that?
Yeah, everything that I wanted to do once I went to Brazil the second time, I don't want to do anything that I wanted to do before that. Now it's this. And besides women, it's cheaper. And if you can make money online, that's always better. So that changes my entire path.
Absolutely. And for guys that don't know, Austin also does consultations. So we're going to also, for this video, as well as some of the future videos, we're going to also put his link so you guys will be able to catch up with him to also do one-on-one consultations as well, just like we do.
Yeah, thank you so much, Six Figure Career Coach, for your donation. Also, super sticker to see you experience Colombia this trip, and the many that you have planned will be life changing. Here's to international gentlemen.
Yeah, he's gonna go through it once he gets back, that toss up between, is it Brazil or Colombia? Which one should I? You already ready for that, huh?
Yeah, I'm ready for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be that. And there's a lot of guys that live in both. There are guys that live 6 months in Brazil, 6 months in Colombia, and are happy as can be. And so that's the cool part about your passport. You don't have to decide on one location.
Mm-hmm. Dominican men, he said, when Austin is on panel with crazy American woman and men, he's stone cold. When he's on a panel with how do I pronounce it, woman?
With a reasonable.
Thank you, man and feminine woman, he holds back his smile. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. Big Mike is here. Thank you so much for coming. Roll the tape is here too.
In the building, Richard Ridge.
Okay, there we go.
All right, let's go on to the next one. We already talked about your future opportunities. We talked about relocation. We also talked about the future of your channel, your brand. Let's talk about the future of relationships that you have with certain locations. What do you see the future of your relationship with the United States? Because that's who I broke up with. I didn't broke up with any woman. I broke up with the United States. She was a fat girl. She turned fat after I took her to the prom. So I had to let her go. What is your future relationship you think you'll have with the United States?
Well, I'm going to use the United States like how the women in the United States will use you, just for money.
Sounds like I say, the corporate country, just for money. And that's how you have to do it. That's how I treat the United States. Andrea tell you, the only time I went back to the States was just 1,000% all business. I didn't waste my time on anything. I wasn't clubbing, wasn't partying. I
wasn't eating.
Yeah. I wasn't eating like Andrea cooked for a brother. Then I get back to the States. It's like, what is this? What is this in a bag? Why is it frozen?
That's the difference. That's the difference for sure.
Yeah. That's a part of what you miss about Brazil as well. Some of the home cooked meals and just seeing somebody cooking those meals. You're like, man, I'm used to hearing pots and pans. Now it's all quiet.
Yeah, all that noisy.
Well, don't worry. When you get here to Colombia, you get the same experience as well. So it's definitely people here that can actually cook in the kitchen as well. Also, your relationship. We also talked about your relationship with travel already. You already mentioned that there are some places that you're looking to go. But let's go on to the next one. You're still Nas. If you rule the world, what would be the future of dating for Black women in the United States that you see? What direction is it heading?
For Black women?
For Black women, we're going to start with the sisters on this
one. Well, to be honest, a lot of them are going to die alone because a lot of them don't want to change. And there will have to be a new wave that will either learn from the previous generation or not. And if they don't, they'll die alone too.
Yeah. I see I like what you said on Chantel's show when you're basically honest. I told my mom about her behavior and how it impacted me, and I said the same thing. I told my mom literally when I was maybe 22. I said, Mom, I looked at your generation, I saw how you did it, and I decided to do the exact opposite. And I literally told my mom that. I said, I can't do what you guys have done. I say, look at y'all. Your bodies are worn down from the 70s and the 80s. I say, y'all, ain't none of y'all happily married or in any solid relationships. All of y'all are ex this or ex that from all the party years of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I say, I don't want to die my life, live my life and die like that. So you're absolutely correct when you said that about we look at some of our elders and a lot of the women think that in the United States, and I want you ladies to hear this. And I want to hear what you have to say about this, Austin. A lot of you ladies in the United States think that our decision or how we look at women are based on the women of our generation only. I'm going to repeat that. You really think that it's the women that we have dated have made, in which caused us to make this decision. A lot of it is because of the women of the past too. Some of our mothers and our aunties and we ain't trying to deal with those type of women. and not in the offspring of those women. So a lot of times when you guys make the mistake of thinking that brothers like Austin or myself or other guys are only looking at women of our generation, we're also looking at the women of the past generation. What do you have to say about that, Austin?
I would agree because you see, I didn't deal with I didn't give the women of my generation a lot of time for them to use that saying, oh, that's just from what you dealt with, you should go older. It's happening everywhere. So it's not, I've seen the things my mom did with my dad and her sisters. So yeah, it's
Absolutely. When you seen it, when you seen the issues that what I tell Andre the story of my sister Candy. Shout out to Candy. And I'm throwing her under the bus right now. I used to watch Candy actually hide like bottles. I'm like, Candy, why you hiding the bottle behind the couch? She said, none of your business. I say, what are you doing with that knife? None of your business. And I said, well, why are you putting that shoe over there? That's crazy. And she would be hiding things throughout the house, right? We're 21, 22. And soon as her boyfriend walks in the house for no reason, I'm talking about this is a regular, everyday, working hard guy. He was one of the few dudes in our neighborhood that had his degree, had a great career. He'd walk in the house, put his briefcase down. Candy would start a physical fight with him. He would push her, get off of me. She'd grab the bottle she hid. Then she'd tussle with him to where she can get the knife she hid. Then she would tussle with him to get the shoe that she hid. And then when she started losing the fight, she had already called the police before she started the fight.
Really?
So as soon as he walked through the door, she had already dialed 911. So the police could hear this going on. And they will automatically trace it. It comes directly. And I would see this dude get. I would actually go back and check on Candy. And a couple times I've seen this dude being carried out or being escorted out by the police. I'm talking about coming home from work. Hadn't said 2 words. And my sister would do that time and time again. But here's the kicker. She learned that mindset from my mom, my grandma, my aunties.
Overpass.
So when we sit back and we say that the reason why we are not trying to date or deal with women in the United States is not that these women, even some of the good women are the only women we look at, but even Austin can attest to. These women are the offspring of the story I just told you about the women in my family. And I know other men that have the same type of women in their family that went to the same church, but once they left, that behavior pattern, which my sister displayed, which my mom and my grandma displayed, great women. But we have to admit that the new generation are the offspring of my sister, the daughters of my sister, the daughters of my mom and grandma and aunts. Am I correct? And Austin has to be out there and dating these women. The only blessing that I can sit back and I can truly say about Brother Austin is this: he saw it early enough before it destroyed who he was by 30 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because once I realized it started to stress me out, I said I'm gonna switch my whole environment. And there's no stress in the environment.
Then this is the funny part. We all know as men, we know in the barbershop, women have a tendency of want to, barbers are the dudes that the ladies want to throw themselves on anyway. So it was never a situation. Because you take care of a little man head, so shaving their son's hair, and so they look at you as a positive male figure when they come in every week or every other week to get little man's hair done. And it's just amazing how you discovered early that this is not the environment in which I want to date in.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
That's good. Let's go to the comment section.
Big Mike said, I noticed it was getting bad in 2017, so I made my exit plan then. And 5 years later, I moved to Chile, and I'm happy here than ever.
So you got brothers moving all the way down to Chile.
In Chile. Thank you, buenas noches to you. Thank you a lot for coming here. Grego is here too. It's Colombia for me. Mom, obviously, always supporting. She said that I look super elegant with my glasses. Dr. Andrea, she called me.
All right.
Dr. Andrea. Okay, Dude says, true, the US is just a corporate.
Yes, it's just corporate. It's just make your money, get your passport, get on up out of there.
And leave. Teddy Fresh, thank you so much for your donation. Just want to show some love to Andrea, and Austin. And I will be contacting you soon, Andrea, for that consultation.
All right, Ted, we got your back, brother.
Dominicans say the future of the United States is a third world country without family, good values, etc. The U.S. cannot continue to be the world power
No.
that it once was. There is a post-America world.
Absolutely. There was a world before the United States, and there will be a world, contrary to what they programmed us to believe, there will be a world after the United States. No empire has stayed on the top always. The United States will be around, but just like Italy is around, but Italy was the Roman Empire at one point in time. Egypt is still around, but Egypt ruled at one point in time. All these kingdoms have fallen in the sense of they've taken a step back. And it's kind of funny. I was looking at a gross national product for the future, and they were saying that India and Brazil are going to be some of the fastest growing economics of gross national products in the future.
They call that BRICS.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rotate say a lot not gonna die alone because these beta males gonna submit to them women in the States.
Do you that's a good point. Let's start right there. Great point, Rich. What do you have to say about that, Austin? A lot there's always gonna be enough beta males to where the women don't have to feel lonely.
I would still say they would die alone though, because they're just those are friend zone guys. They don't marry those guys, and if they do marry those guys, they're gonna divorce him and take all his stuff, or he might just give it to him because they do that anyway. You know,
that's a good point. Yeah. Say it again, babe.
It's so savage. I just threw some. How does it?
Do a little salt, a little salt on there. I ain't mad at you, Austin. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, Tubb say, I thank God for my mama and daddy still married, and my mom being safe. All my life. She has never even cussed me out. Is that right?
Cussed me out.
Ever.
That's what's up, brother. See, and that goes to show you, positive role models are important.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Uncle Dre, Auntie Andrea. Thank you a lot for coming to the live stream. James Jackson is here. Isabel, thank you so much. Devon, thank you a lot for coming to the live stream.
All right.
I remember from a young age, my older cousin brought me over to her boyfriend house in the apartment complex. My other cousin, her older brother, was killed in and to be with a not good and work. This stuff goes deep.
Let me ask you something, Austin, and I like that statement that it made. You take that down for a second, babe. Thank you. Have you also noticed in getting emails in regards to the psychological, the responsibility that you have regarding being the example to men with passports and traveling? Because I'll give you a perfect example. We get letters from men and women that are on the brink of doing something stupid. And they're like, listen, if it wasn't for seeing you or talking to you or hearing from you, you're the only one that reached back out to me. I was going to do this, or I was going to do something foolish. A lot of times, us passport brothers don't realize the responsibility that we have to other men to be a positive example. Have you come to the reality of, oh man, this is bigger than me, in other words?
Yeah, so I actually made a video last week about how this type of content stops men from taking their own lives.
Mhm.
Because a lot of men will take their own lives behind women, and that's usually no access to women. But if you go to South America or somewhere else outside the United States, typically you're going to have more access to women. And if this is putting hope in somebody's head, that has the ability to stop that, and actually encourages them to improve themselves even more so they can leave.
Absolutely. Have you seen that in yourself? Like, I was one way before, but now I really take this area or that area a lot more serious since you've traveled.
Yes, and that's spending habits.
That's a good one. Me too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Me too. Man, it's amazing that you would say that. That was one of my first ones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to save more money so I can go out more often. Yeah. Yeah. It's not worth spending it here, but it's worth it leaving. So yeah, I'd rather save more money.
Is that bad?
It's that
bad. Okay. Comments. Thanks, babe.
Jay Jackson say this new generation of women are lazy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. What a shame for here it is again. For coming to the live stream. We Andrew say ignore on the panels a couple weeks ago. I felt that we gotta truly leave them in the dust. Stop eating your own vomit. Wow.
Yes, yes. The Bible says that for a person going back to their old habits and their old ways is like a dog vomiting and licking it up. For some of you guys to go back to the United States and date women in the United States, and you know better, and you know there's greater opportunity, according to the Bible, I didn't say it, blame it on the Lord. You're just like a dog vomiting and turning around and licking it back up. And then you vomit again and you lick it back up, thinking you're going to get a different taste or different results. You're not. Get past that. Am I absolutely correct, Austin?
Absolutely correct. You don't change the culture. The culture's already set.
Oh, good point.
Ooh, well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Absolutely.
It's already said. Yes, sir. I'm new here, and I think that your words are powerful, are very powerful. And I have to thank Brother Tyrone and Demarine for showing me your channel.
All right, guys. If you haven't subscribed to Love Crossing Borders or Austin Holleman's channel, make sure you guys are doing that. We're going to put the link in the description, also in the title. A lot of times you guys are noticing on YouTube, you will see the person's channel in the back of the title, like in the back of ours with Austin Holleman. Make sure you guys click on that title on his name. It'll automatically take you to his channel. So even if you don't know how to get to his channel, just on this video, the title and that @ sign with his name, click on that and it'll automatically take you guys to his channel to subscribe.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your donation. Keep up the good work, brothers. And Andrea, passport is the way to go. And soon I might get me a wife. A wife building with the right woman is something else.
Absolutely. This man has been to Austin. This man has been to all the countries that you're desiring to go to and more. He is Mr. Europe himself.
Yeah, he's in the Facebook group. He has a lot of He's very valuable with his content.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. That's my dude. He's one of the first dudes to come down to visit me here in Cali, man. When I first moved down, he came down here before Ace did.
Really?
Yep, came down here before Ace did, man. That's my man.
Yeah. Okay. Wait a second. We got things. Go for Colombia, Brazil dating apps review of the goal. I'm lucky. I don't know how to pronounce this one.
Lucky Leprechaun. Another. I know, right?
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you so much for the people who started coming to the live stream and for your comments and donations.
All right. Click that like button like Felicia always says. Also, if you guys are interested in the consultation, make sure you put that up real quick for me, babe.
What?
Make sure you subscribe to the channel and scroll up a little bit. Felicia had one before that. Can continue.
Okay, wait a second. Yeah, we got here.
The one that says for the consultations.
Yeah, wait a second, you guys,
You're going
because
too
there's
far.
so many
Comments.
comments.
I know, right? All right. While you, ma'am, are hunting for that, I will. I know, right? I will. Now, the next question is, Austin. Once again, you rule the world. What do you see for the future of Black men dating in the United States? In all sincerity, we can't save everybody. We already know that. But as far as what do you see if guys decide I'm staying here, I'm not even going to try to travel? What do you see the future of dating looking like?
You let the trash deal with the trash then.
Ooh, good point. Good point.
That's going to be the future, and the men that do decide to travel are going to get what they want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I see. You about to say something?
Oh, no.
I see the future of dating for men in the United States even more bleak than what it is. Mm-hmm. I think you see men complain and are upset and disappointed now. There's going to be a lot more disappointment and a lot. It's not changing. It is like dating United States. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't been there for 5 years almost. But from what I'm seeing is it's like an old car and it's rusting and it's getting older, and you can't beat that rust unless you remove and replace that part. But many guys aren't trying to replace that part, and they're watching their dating opportunities rust. Am I correct?
Yes. I'm going to say that feminism is basically the new communism.
Oh, wow.
It's destroying the America from the inside out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to the comment section, babe?
Yeah, wait a second, because here putting everything in order. Yes, thank you so much for your comments. Renza said it's miserable. Okay. Wait a second. We got here. Why there's a talk show arguing with the disillusional women often has a point out that our time is valuable. There's no need to waste time with American women, right?
Especially if you have this the other part that they're not realizing, and that kind of frustrates me the most. They don't realize why should I date you if I don't plan on living here in 5, 10, 2 years anyway? You should be happy that I'm not trying to run through you and break your heart with my passport in the last day I'm leaving out. They should be happy that we're saying we're not dating American women because we already plan on relocating out of America. They just don't get that part. They're so locked in that mindset that it has to do with them. I don't know why so many women in the States think that it's all about them, but it's not. And the fact that Austin and men like me decide to go on monk mode and not sleep around with a bunch of women in the United States, they should be happy, because we could have took advantage of a lot of opportunities and left a lot of women with broken hearts. Am I correct?
Correct. I mean, especially me, because I'm about to interview a lot of women from a lot of different countries and put it on the internet. So your heart would definitely be broken. That's about to start next week.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, sir. Okay, wait a second. We got here a comment say, I've seen you on many panels, Andre. You have you have a very polite and diplomatic way to debunking.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, debunking the foolish claims yourself and Austin have very complimentary
approach,
soft true and hard true.
And I think the reason why we're both like that, because we both aren't moved by what people's opinions are. Mm-hmm. Am I correct, Austin?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just don't. It's not even. We're past not even care. I look at the United States and women in the United States when I was even before dating you, babe. I looked at women in the United States as ex-girlfriends. And I don't care who my ex-girlfriend is, you know, from 3, 4, 5 years ago, who she's sleeping with. Doesn't even come to mind. I don't focus on her. I don't talk to her. I don't argue with her. I don't care what she does. And when it came to dating in the United States, a part of being on monk mode, I didn't care what brothers had to say about what I was doing. I didn't care what women had to say or what they thought. And so all these hours of huffing and puffing, and these same women were the same one that criticized Kevin after his death. They just looking for another outlet. And so they're using Austin. But at the end of the day, he knows I'm not even going to, when these cameras go off and I live my regular day outside of those couple of hours that I'm on lives, I don't care what these women think. And they have yet to come to the conclusion that we could care less.
Okay, for a second.
It looks like Austin kind of froze for a sec. You about to say something?
Oh no, I was agreeing.
Okay, cool.
We're back to the comments. This is thank you for your donation. It's only gonna get worse. Is engineered by the powers that be. The agenda is deeper than their surface, and the whole system is messed up.
It is.
Yeah. Top Gun, thank you so much for being here, and thank you a lot for your donation. At least I was going to buy a girl a drink at a bar for a girl in the States early. Ain't doing
that.
Thank you. So here is the money I would spend on that drink. You all you are the way more than worth it.
He's good looking up. If it was from anybody else and I didn't know the stories, it wouldn't be as funny. But some of you guys don't. Yeah, that's a good dude.
That's funny. Shout out to Andre and Andrea. Thank you so much for your donation. And
Shout
special
out.
guest Austin. Thank you a lot. Real talk. Okay, wait a second. We got here another one. Women in the U.S. are having increasingly unrealistic expectation for men, along with the keeping up with the what is this? Jones
keeping up with the Joneses, trying to be like everybody else.
Mentality and really bad combination. There we go.
Yeah, and I think that's the number one thing I think maybe Austin can even attest to is the one of the number one things that's keeping women single are single women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like if women, the biggest advice that I would have for women is get away from single women. Your single girlfriends are going to cause you. They are not going to be your pallbearers. They are not what they're gonna cry. I'm telling you, and they're the same ones that sleep with your man behind your back. Ladies, get rid of your single friends. I'm telling you, it will. Ladies, get you at least, if you got 5 friends, at least get 2 or 3 of them that are in relationships, because your single friends gonna have you alone in a nursing home. I'm gonna repeat that again. Your single friends is cute while you're young, but your single friends are gonna have you alone in a nursing home, and you're going to have a therapy dog. That's what's going to happen to you if you do not get rid of your single friends.
Mm-hmm. I could agree. People in my family have fell victim to that.
Yeah. I used to work in a nursing home, so I saw it. Most nursing homes are filled with more women than men. Well, the population is more women. No. A lot of the women weren't even ex-wives or widows. They were single women that they were born single, and they went to the nursing home as single women, and they just died off, and nobody came to see them. One of the saddest stories I ever heard, Austin, true story, you can look it up, is a Black sister in London. She died watching television. Okay, understandable. It was her time. But here's the kicker. When they found her 3 years later.
Ooh.
The cable television was still going. I'll send you the article about it. They even have videos on her, on YouTube videos on this whole story. The television was still going. The rent has still been paid. Her bones were literally in the chair and nobody came to get her. And women do not realize a lot of you are going to pass on like that. You're going to pass on with a dog licking your face. And that's the only person that's going to be there to mourn your death. A dog moaning and licking your face if you do not get rid of your single friends. I'm telling you, that's the worst thing that could ever happen to a woman is single women hanging out with single women. I don't see why y'all do that. It is not working. It's not working. You've been doing it for years and it is not working. Yeah, I'm going to send you that story, that headline about that woman, man. It was really sad. Found her 3 years later.
Wow.
Sound disappointing.
That's why family is important.
Right.
Somebody would have found you at least 3 days later, not 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, Andrew Baker, thank you so much for your donation. Salud, Andrew and Andrea. And Austin, most American men with passport have already left mentally and just waiting for the physical part to catch up. Great live stream.
That's you, Austin.
Yeah. I'm still checked out. I've been checked out since February.
Man, I went back to this. Everybody know the story. I went back to the States this past December for I was supposed to be there a week. I couldn't do it. I lasted 2 days and was back on the plane. The third day, I couldn't.
Taking my happy ass to
And the funny part was, me and my younger uncle, shout out to Jeff, we had went to a sports bar, and what really hit me was the two waitresses both were from Colombia. So I was like, yeah, it's time for me to go. This is the sign.
Yeah.
I say the one time that I go out is it's time for me to go. Yeah. So I feel where you're coming from, Austin.
Okay. Louis say, Andrew and Andrea, I support you all. Definitely booking a consultation. Appreciate the list of online jobs.
Oh yeah, guys. If you're interested in online job opportunities, I have a list. I'm going to send that to you once we get off the live stream. Also, I'm going to send that to you so you can share that with your audience, or you can put that in your Patreon if you want to. I have a list of over 300 companies that are hiring year round. Everything from a lot of people don't realize American Express hires for customer service. I've got a Visa. I've got who else is on that list? Of course, Amazon, a U-Haul, all these companies that are hiring for customer service. Remember, guys, you do not have to start off making $45 an hour. If you're making, Austin was just telling you about Brazil. So if you're making $15 or $20 an hour online and you're living in Brazil, the buying power times it by 5 is almost $100 to $125. Same thing here in Colombia. If you're making $20 an hour online, the buying power, because the dollar is quadrupled, is equivalent to $100. That $15 to $20 an hour that you're going to be making with a small online job gives you a chance to build a brand, write that novel, create affiliate marketing, whatever you want to do, because you don't have time to do it commuting in the United States and doing all those things. Remember, you don't have to have the top rank $30, $45 an hour job to live in these countries. We're only paying what, $420 a month for our whole apartment.
I said 400.
Yeah, all the bells and whistles, the Wi-Fi, the cable, the parking garage, the security, 3 floor. We're living in the upper class suburbs. All this for $400 a month, everything included except for the furniture. So you don't have to come to these countries, and you don't. We've been living here for three plus years.
Yeah, almost 4 years.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have to come. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the 10, 11-foot vaulted ceilings. So yeah, we have all this. So you don't have to go broke trying to live your life out, or you don't have to leave the United States mega rich to start your journey in South America.
Correct.
Yeah, wait a second. Let's see. We got, thank you so much, Wes, for your donation. Thank you a lot. Let's see. We got so many comments. Okay, American Brazilian. Hello, Andre and Andre. Awesome, great information and awesome show. Thank you a lot for the people
Oh yeah.
coming to the live stream. Okay, there we go. Wait a second. There we go.
We got 147 people here so far. Make sure you guys click that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Also, subscribe to Andrea Wallace TV, to Andrea's channel. She just finished doing another live stream. She just got, she's on pace to be monetized. We're just waiting for the letter in the mail now. So she'll be officially monetized within the next few weeks once we get the letter. And she's excited about all the work that she's put in. But that goes to show you also that there are as we were saying, there are intellectual, business-minded women here in South America. That's not, like they try to describe women. They talk about y'all bad in the States.
I know.
They try to make it seem like everybody is living in broken barrios.
Yeah, in the jungle.
In the
we just using chanclas all the time. And we just poor and broke. We don't have any career.
Oh,
All of that.
Not the junglers. the Jesus slippers. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You crazy. Oh my God, that was funny. Yeah, and they do. We were walking through Home Center a couple years ago. Home Center is their version of IKEA. All the same products, everything, right? And I turned to Andre and I said, "You do think?" I said, "Babe, you do know that people in the States think that y'all living in the jungle in the Amazon and everybody's just indigenous with spears."
Yeah,
because that's all. Yeah. So you understand me too, Austin, huh?
Yeah, there's people on my TikTok saying that, oh, you'll just be paying for everybody in her village. And like, where in the world are people still living in villages? Maybe in Brazil they do live, but it's off in the Amazon. And there's a bunch of snakes with them and all that. Yeah, maybe they're living in villages, but not the rest of Brazil.
Oh man, it's so funny.
The village.
Yeah, man. Like, are you people serious? It just goes to show you how naive and how they put the blinders on us in the United States, and you just don't know any better. Mm-hmm. I really don't try to come down too hard on people in the United States because they programmed us like that. Like I always say, there's a commercial for everything in the world, but you'll never see a commercial for a passport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
so
a
good
true.
one.
Yeah, thank you so much, 2011 for your donation. How is healthcare system in Colombia? Actually, it's really good and really cheap. But for have a healthcare in Colombia, you need to have a visa and then to have a cedula and citizen, not Colombian citizen, but at least a foreigner ID to have to be in the system, healthcare system in Colombia.
You said that fast. What's a cedula?
So like the ID.
Okay. Mm-hmm. For those that don't know, that's what the cedula is. So as Andrea was saying, in order to purchase insurance here, a lot of people come here and just pay out of pocket. It's just so inexpensive to do medical. I mean, even for surgery, a lot of people say $1,200 for what? Cancer surgery? Well, I'm on my way. And you got some of the best doctors, man. Medellin out of the top top 25 hospitals in all of South America. Medellin has 7 of them. Colombia ranks number 17 for medical. The United States, like I always say, Canada ranks number 30. United States is number 37 in the world for medical, where Colombia is number 17. United States doesn't even rank for the top cleanest water, where Colombia ranks number 5 for the most cleanest water, other than Cartagena, cleanest water in the world, or the cleanest drinking water.
I didn't know that.
So, oh yeah, man, you know me, I'm full of the numbers, and so definitely you want to take it, and just on the health part, just health exams, your veneers, your all the stuff that will cost you 15, 16. These veneers will be 15, 16, 17,000, not 20,000 in the United States. And here, that's why so many thousands of Americans we see come down here to Cali every year to get teeth done, eyeglasses. I couldn't believe that I got contacts and Andre got her glasses And we got them both for less than, I got a year worth of contacts, and Andre got her glasses, and for less than $200.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, with the exams and everything for less than $200. Great doctor.
Wow. I'm gonna have to do that while I'm down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people do medical tourism when they come down here.
Yeah.
Chiropractic, if you want to be stretched for the first time, you never got, you didn't think you could afford a chiropractor, go ahead, get stretched. If you want to be it's just so much stuff. You like, I got a pimple right here, I always want to have removed. You can get that laser surgery done. If you want to get the wax out your ear, I did that. Get the wax clean out your ear, all the way through. You can get that done down here for, next to nothing. Get your feet done, have your toes looking so pretty. Yeah, man. Once you come to South America
by itself.
Yeah. Once you come down to South America, man, there is so much that you can do with your body. Andre's got a file on me about that thick from all the medical exams that I could afford to do. If you're a guy that's older, you want to get your testosterone shots, can you not get them?
Yeah, obviously.
Obvio. So you can get that done down here. Everything down here, just like in Brazil, is fresh and healthy, as Andrea did on her YouTube channel. She did one last week, 10 weird things about Colombia that you wouldn't know. One of my favorite ones is, if you ate a different piece of fruit in Colombia every day, it would take you almost a year plus to eat up every fruit here in Colombia.
Really?
If you ate a piece, yeah.
Yeah, we got so many, diversity of fruits in this.
Colombia has over 85 different cultures in this one country that's the size of Texas and California.
Dialects.
Yeah, different every section is completely different from the other section. So what you experience in Medellin, you will not experience in Cartagena. What you experience in Cartagena, you won't experience in Bogota. The food, the culture, the music, every section is completely different than the other sections.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yamar, for your donation. Andre, do you know about the common law marriage visa? Yeah, it's the same marriage visa that you have. It's just to prove that you guys have been living or having a relationship for 2 years. It is the same thing when you are sending the paperwork when you marry. So it's the same thing.
Yes. So for those of you that are wondering about the common law visa, before we wrap this up, because I know my man Austin been at it, and I know how he gets when the sun goes down. He's ready to lay it down. He like, y'all know about 8:30, 9 o'clock. When I get to stretching, y'all need to recognize the signs. So
I'm really thinking about that medical stuff you were just telling me. I'm really
yeah, man.
I want to do. Yeah.
Oh man, so much that you can do down here, man. For next to nothing. The copay is easy, or out of pocket cash is so inexpensive. And then even I'll give you a perfect example, man. I mentioned this in the live stream a couple weeks ago. My man that's in our live stream right now, he's down here right now. One of our partners, he was feeling a little bit under the weather. And usually I'm like, man, I got the truck. I'm on my way to come pick you up. And so I went around the corner, picked him up, and he's thinking I'm about to take him to the emergency room. I'm like, you going to the pharmacy, player. He like, pharmacy? I got you. We get to the pharmacy. We take both of our beat up Spanish. And the pharmacist is like, I got you. I know exactly what's going on. You need this, and you need a shot in the ass of that. And so he like, do I really need it? Yeah, you need it. And I said, man, I've been to the pharmacies 100 times, and I had 100 shots. Believe you me, you're going to be good. He hit me up later. He said, man, I don't know what y'all put in Colombian medicine. He said, man, I feel like a superhero. He said, man, I feel so good. And not like I'm high good, but as far as I feel so much better. I feel even better than I did before I even got off the plane type of I feel good. And so here in Colombia, man, they're heavy into health, medical, teeth. Oh, it's a must, man. Brothers like you with our complexion, having nice white teeth, clean teeth, man, women love it. Sisters love it. Ladies love it down here when a man has really nice teeth.
Yeah, that's so true. That's a, thank you so much for your donation. A lot. Thank you a lot for you guys for supporting, comment, questions, donations, support for us. And I'll let you guys in the comment section is his link for his channel.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. So you left the link.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's here in
good,
the chat too.
good.
Yeah, thank you a lot for you guys. The parents send to college and have to okay to
Have to
have a
have.
they want to marry for. I don't understand.
They want to marry for the wedding party
Mhm.
of 30. Go back and go back to hoeing. So they want to get they focus on the wedding more than the wedding. I mean the
The
marriage.
marriage.
The
Oh
marriage.
yeah.
Also, back to I'm glad he brought that up. Back to the topic of common law. Here in Colombia, if you don't legally get married like we do, most Colombian couples are common law. In other words, all the rights that we have, they have because they have proven that they lived together for 2 years. It's the exact same thing for you guys. If you can prove that you have been living with a woman here in Colombia for 2 years, factually, and they're gonna be thorough when they ask you, you will be able to be considered for a common law marriage visa.
Yes, sir. Another thing. That's why I'm not so much agree to living together because when you're living together and you're in the relationship
Separate.
is yeah, separate, it's just super easy. We have nothing. You stay with the bed, I stay with the family, blah blah blah. But when you marry in Colombia, it's more okay. Let's go to therapy. Let's not throw away the marriage.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too much
yeah.
time, too much sacrifice, work. So yeah,
Like only 20% of all Colombians are married. That's why
legally
they got
married.
a 9% divorce rate. A 9% divorce rate because so many people do common law.
Yeah.
So many kids are made, and that's why I say this: you have single mothers that are not single in Colombia. They're single mothers, but they're in relationships with somebody.
Yes.
Am I lying?
Yeah, that's true.
They got single mothers, but they're not single.
In Colombia, we got afraid to say it's better to be a stepdad than be a dad. So
Wow,
many, and
really?
even my friends, so many young men like you, for example, you hit the 20, the 25, the 26. You are very careful to not be a dad or to protect yourself, but you start to being a stepdad,
Dating a
dating
baby
single
mama.
moms. See, yes,
You'll see that when you get here. The like Andre always
so
says, the
common.
most attractive women in Colombia are
Single moms.
single moms. All the
Yeah.
hot chicks are single moms.
I, yeah, seriously, to find a young Colombian lady without kids in Colombia is weird. It's weird because they always at my age they got one, two, three kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So a lot of times when you guys walk up on a hot chick in here, yeah, you ain't seen her shorties yet. I'm blessed because I don't have any. Andre doesn't have any, but uh, we're working toward the future. But for the most part, the hottest chicks, man, that you will see here, that's a baby mama.
Yeah,
Even
that's
in the
so true.
mall, like you'll see the women walking, everybody's like, "Ooh, wow, she's so beautiful." Then you go over to the kids side with the roller coasters and the ice cream shops, and all of a sudden you start seeing all these ultra hot moms. You like, Andrea was right. All the hot chicks, the real hot chicks, are moms.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay, we'll just say respond to the last comment too. Done with this live stream.
Hmm.
So we choose go. No escaping to the matrix. Just refine levels on comfort. Okay, we got a question here. Thank you for your donation. Say, I got a question for Andra. Which one are your beliefs of the American culture? Well, what I heard from you guys, from Drake, for I experienced in other countries, is I think in the U.S. culture they need really, really, really take care of the mental health. Is that right, babe?
Health. Hmm.
Health. Yeah. I don't know why it's so aggressive out there. I don't know why women are aggressive out there. Not all, but some. And what I see with my own eyes, see watching American women here in other countries is really, they're really aggressive for nothing. So I think people over there, they need to take care of the mentally health, and be more, and need more love. It's not just me, other people in my family when they go to the US. So yes, that's where I think they got good things, bad things, of course. When it comes to create companies and everything, amazing. But for example, I'm not too agree, guys, that I'm very on top with the lifestyle, the food and everything, all that processed food, canned food. I'm not going with that. For
No.
me, no. Um, but yeah, when it comes to the culture, the people, I think people need more layback and not take everything too serious, right? So yeah, that's what I think about beliefs in the US. Okay, wait a second. Thank you so much for your donation, parents. And then to okay, oh sorry, I think I already read this
Hmm.
comment. Yeah, okay, I think we done for
Looks
tonight.
like we're done.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'd like to thank our guest, Austin Holleman. Uh, and any closing remarks that you would have for individuals, for men that are thinking. I met a guy today, and he's been sitting on this passport for 3 years. What would you say to a person like that?
Based off what I've heard about Colombia today, I think you should go to Colombia before Brazil.
Say it again. We want to hear that one in the mic.
Based off what I've heard today about Colombia, I think you should visit Colombia before Brazil. Against my,
Oh, that's an exclusive right there. That's an exclusive.
I hate to say it, I love Brazil a lot, but I think I'm glad I went to Brazil first, actually, because I probably won't be able to
Right,
get
right,
out of
of course.
Colombia.
Yeah, yeah. It's there's so much. We love it. We'll be in Brazil in November, but we we want to enjoy it. It'll be both of our first time going, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. We as far as they say this, Austin. I heard this when I first started traveling. Do not make Colombia your first trip, because it will be your last trip to any other country. Because I do that. I mean, Andrea do that. We subconsciously, when we go somewhere, we compare this place to Colombia. We're like, why is this? Why is this like this? Not like this in Colombia. We subconsciously we do that. Like, why is this? See, but in Colombia they would. So, so yeah, you're right, and you're gonna do the same thing. Now you're gonna start comparing Brazil to Colombia. You're like, I didn't know all
I think so.
this.
I think so. Yeah,
Like you looking like I learned something tonight. I actually
I
found a
did.
live stream. You say
I
somebody
did.
finally taught me something on the live stream.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, somebody put in the comment, how was Bogota, Cole? Pull up the super chat, boo.
Okay, wait a second. What do you say?
The super chat.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, baby.
So okay, wait a second. Yeah, how is Bogota? Bogota is cold,
It's cold.
big,
Yes,
but it's cool for
yeah.
visiting.
It really is nice for visiting. It's the size of Chicago. It is 9 million people strong. It's number 17 or 20, the 20th largest city in the world. Medellin is number 66. Chicago is like right before Bogota. So if Bogota is number 17, Chicago is 16. If Bogota is number 20, Chicago is number 19.
Look at this. Colombia about to miss the young brother.
He's got to learn. He's got to learn. You got to teach the youth. He's got to learn the value of Colombia.
Okay, you guys. So this was the topic for tonight.
All right, guys. We're glad that we had our special guest here. We got a chance to have fun with our game. If I Ruled the World, we got a chance to learn more about Austin and his future, not just his current opinions. And we're glad and we're prayerful about what he has planned to do. If you guys want to reach out to him, you guys already know we're going to post all his information in the comment section. But remember, as I mentioned before, in the title is his name, is his YouTube channel. If you just click that title, it'll take you directly to his channel.
Mm-hmm.
And let me know if that's working for you, Austin. Click that title for us. Let me actually check myself because I want to make sure that that's working.
No, it's not clickable.
Okay, don't worry. I'm going to change that in a moment. Let me change that now. Give me a split second because we want to get that done. Any comments, babe?
No, I mean, no more. I mean, they got comments here for him, obviously coming to Colombia.
Let me change that. Now I'm going into the studio. And now I'm going to the content. See,
Okay.
as a YouTuber, you can do most of the stuff on the phone, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to the live stream.
There we go. He's putting the last comments here.
Okay, it's not
Yeah,
showing me the current. Okay.
Okay.
Well, okay. You know what, Austin? Before you get off, we're going to get off camera now. I'm gonna change the link because it may not allow me to pull it up until we get done. But I want to change that because I really do want individuals to be able to click on that because that's important to us.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the people to be here. 127 people in the audience. Thank you a lot. Thank you for our guests here. We got such a great live stream, you guys. And we see us the next live stream.
All right. My name is Andre.
My name is Sandra.
We are Love Crossing Borders. We'll see you guys this up and coming Wednesday.